Hi, I'm Marilyn Monaghan, the Apparent Project Director. Thank you for joining me. We are sharing 13 ways that our Haitian staff might spend their 13th month salary. And we've talked about food and education, baby costs, rent, building supplies, because some of them are building homes. And today we are talking about funerals. Funeral expenses are kind of interesting in Haiti because, first of all, if you need to get that body out of the morgue quickly because they charge per day. And if you don't have that much money already, it's difficult, and you want to get that body out as soon as possible because every day it's more expensive. And I've heard different costs for different funerals that people have had over the years, and $1,300 and $1,500 and different amounts. And if there's something extra that happens that's a little bit different that adds to that cost, then it's really a stretch. We have had some of our some deaths in our staff, relatives, and we had one staff member die actually a couple years ago. But just recently, a couple weeks ago, Z, who's one of our Apparent Project leaders, he has a sister who was 16 years old, a lot younger than he is. And he and his wife had actually helped raise her for several years. But then she went back to the island that she lives on, which is the island that Z grew up at. And it's part of Haiti, but it's just off of the coast of the thumb. This is Port-au-Prince, and that would just some out here. There's this little island, it's like 5 miles by 5 miles, and it's mountain. So you walk up the mountain and plant your crops and fish, and it's a very simple lifestyle there. Anyhow, his sister Vilna went back to that island to live with her mom, and she got sick with something, which I haven't figured out what that is yet, but apparently she was sick for some time, and there's no medical facility on that island. And the result was, at a certain point, they decided to take her to the mainland to a hospital. And I don't know how long she was there, but she died. And so there was an additional expense that Z had to come up with. His family, I don't know how much they were able to help, but they're not wealthy. And I think a lot of the burden was on him. And so he hurried down to get this the payment for the morgue taken care of. And then he also had to rent a speedboat, and he took his wife and some of his friends from Port-au-Prince, where we live, and they all went on the boat with his sister in the casket and took the speedboat to the little island. And when they got there, there was a whole group of people there waiting, because it's just a little island and they're a close-knit group, and there was family. And they, I have videos of this that we're going to share on Instagram, because they said we could. And so they were waiting for him, and the whole group of people, they lifted this casket up with some kind of straps underneath it and some poles, and they all walked up the mountain for the service. And so I'm sharing this partly because it's interesting, and partly because you also can learn a little bit about some of the extraordinary circumstances that our Haitian staff have faced. But I wanted to let you know that one of the ways our staff might use money from their 13th month pay is for funeral costs. And we'll be back again tomorrow. Bye-bye.